welcome back to my channel again. In the continuation of our topic, today's topic is absorption of water and minerals. So first we will see the structure of root hairs because the absorption of water takes place through roots. So root hairs are the tiny outgrowths on plant roots that increase the surface area for absorption of water and minerals. So through root hairs, water as well as minerals both are absorbed. So let's see the structure. As we can see, there is the presence of cell membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm, ventriole and the nucleus. So this is the structure of a root hair if we see it under the microscope. So the unicellular outgrowths on roots that basically increase the surface area for absorption. The more the number of roots here, the more there will be the absorption of water and minerals. Now we are coming to the next topic, that is osmosis. So this process helps the water move from higher to lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. When I say the word semi-permeable, it means it allows only a particular ions to pass through that membrane. Rest is not allowed. Okay, so osmosis is the movement of water from an area of a higher water concentration to an area of lower water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. The important point over here is that only water molecules can go inside, and that is why there is a use of semi-permeable membrane. Now, the next one is diffusion. So, when I talk about the diffusion means minerals move from higher to lower concentration in the soil to root hairs. So, here there is no use of semi-permeable membrane because there is a requirement of mineral. So, diffusion is the movement of minerals from an area of a higher concentration to an area of a lower concentration in the soil towards the root hair. So basically, diffusion is related to the minerals and water both. And the third one is active transport. So when we say active transport, that means it requires the energy. So minerals move against the concentration gradient using energy, that is ATP. Okay, so that means it is not from the higher to lower, it is from lower to higher. That means the concentration gradient is opposite. So the active transport is the movement of minerals against their concentration gradient using the plant's energy in the form of ATP. So this is all about active transport. So these two, osmosis is related with the water molecules, diffusion and active transport is related with the water as well as mineral ion both. So that is why there no semi-membrane is present. So the question may be asked accordingly in your examination. Okay, so this was our today's topic, and I hope you remember in a last session we have two riddles, and in that riddle we are supposed to give the answers. So the let me take that riddles first. That is, riddle one is I rise without legs, I climb without hands. I carry life juice to all leafy lands. From roots to the top, I go one way, helping the plant stay fresh all day. What am I? So the answer is xylem. So here they have talked about the xylem process. And in the second riddle, I am like a delivery van on a planty street, carrying sugary snacks and tasty sweet. I travel up, down in every way, feeding each cell, come what may. What am I? So this is basically talking about phloem. Here is a transportation of a food. As we can see, here it is, they have written sugary snacks, tasty sweet. It means glucose, formation of glucose in the uh, in the kitchen, that is leaves, by the process called photosynthesis. So this is all about today's session.
So, in today's topic, we have a quiz, and in this quiz, the very first one is your root hair cells absorb water from the soil using osmosis. In a drought, the soil becomes dry and has a higher concentration of solutes than the root hair cells. What will most likely happen and why? So there are four options has been given. Option number A, water will still enter the root hairs due to diffusion. B, water will move out of the roots hair into the soil due to osmosis. C, active transport will push water into the root hairs against concentration gradient. D, root hair cells will shrink due to transport of cells. So you have to choose the correct option and write in the comment box. Answer will be shared in our next video. Quiz number 2. A plant absorbs minerals like nitrate ions through root hairs even when their concentration is higher in the root cells than in the soil. Which process is responsible and what energy source does it use? Diffusion, sunlight; B, osmosis, chlorophyll; C, active transport, ATP; D, facilitated diffusion, glucose. So this is was our second. Now the coming to the third quiz, and it is an open ended question. So you have to think on it and then you have to answer. A student states that all molecules enter root hairs cells by osmosis because water is the most important need of the plant. How would you evaluate this statement? So this is all about your uh, open-ended question. What do you think about it? You have to answer. So this is for today's session. Thank you and hope to see you soon in our next session. Okay, so do write for your answers in a comment box so that I can understand how much you have understood the topic in this video. Thank you.